My name's Debbie Nunn, and I'm a patient of Dr. David McCord's. And about 8 weeks ago, Dr. McCord performed a spinal fusion on me from where I had been living in excruciating pain for 3 years. I had been going to pain management for a year and a half. I had put a pain pump in me. I was on oxycodone. I was on a fentanyl patch. And my life was just basically over. And Dr. McCord is a hometown person from Hopkinsville, and I read where he was going to be coming back to Hopkinsville and bringing some of his business. So I thought, well, I'm just going to call Dr. McCord and see about getting another opinion. I went to Dr. McCord, and he ordered a discogram on me, and which I had, and 4 out of 5 discs was totally decayed, and he told me that I needed to have surgery. And so I talked it over with my husband and my family, and I knew I didn't want to live like this the rest of my life in pain. I have 2 small granddaughters, and I wanted to be a granny and have granny time with my grandchildren and live my life with my husband and my children. So about a month and a half went by after we went through all of the insurance process, and I went in on June the 1st for my first surgery. And they ended up having to do 3 surgeries because I had from where I had the gastric bypass, the IVC filter was in the veins, so they had to end up doing 3. And Dr. McCord was absolutely great and immaculate on performing this surgery, and he was very positive that I would get my life back. He took my pain pump out. I am now on nothing but muscle relaxers and Lortab 7.5. So I'm on no medication except that, and I just pray that by the end of this fall or this year that I will completely have my life back. I am on the road to recovery, and I just highly recommend that to anyone that you can go to this man, and that he definitely will do his best with his medical knowledge to give you your life back. Our goal is to get me completely off of the medication, which, as I stated, he has got me down and to almost nothing, and we look very forward to being pain-free, and I'm on the road to the recovery from that, and I look very forward to getting off of the pain medication, and I highly recommend that anyone go to this man so you can get your life back. Recently, my husband wanted to get me out of the house because I'd been home for so long. He took me to Red Lobster, and it was a long wait. And we were standing there, and this gentleman got up and let me sit down, and I thanked him for that. And I told him, I said, I just recently had back surgery in Nashville with a Dr. McCord, and he says, Dr. David McCord, and I'm like, yes, sir. And he's like, that man is a miracle, and he said he is the finest, best surgeon that you could ever have. I had my gastric bypass 9 months to the day. I had to have a laminectomy, and it didn't work. And so I started having excruciating pain in the lower level of my back and in the groin and going down my legs. And I started in pain management here in Nashville. I was in pain management for a year and a half. They put the pain pump in me, and I was on so many medications, and I just knew as a medical professional that I didn't want to live like this the rest of my life. And so, as I said, after a year and a half in pain management, and then I saw where Dr. McCord was going to be coming to Hopkinsville, I wanted to get an opinion to see about if he could help me to get to where I am today. Actually, Dr. McCord, I knew Dr. McCord back from when high school, and of course that was back in the 70s. And then after I went to school and all, we went, I work in a hospital at Jenny Stewart Medical Center. I'm one of the lab managers of the Express Lab, and I actually took care of Dr. McCord's father's patients. His father was actually Dr. Gerald McCord, and he was a very compassionate person, and I can honestly say I really feel that Dr. David McCord is kind of like father, like son, and he's just following in his footsteps. I was scared to death, and Dr. McCord assured me, and he made me feel such at ease that he was going to give me my life back. And he did. He has given me my life back.